Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's just my headphones aren't connected.
Got you. So it's been 1 year, huh? It's been one heck of a year, huh?
I guess so. Yes. Oh yes.
So so I'll be honest, man. What did you learn? What I'll be honest. What sorry. What lesson did you learn from this year whatsoever? If there
Everything.
if there is a lesson.
So everything around us is basically simulation. At first, is a video game. To be part of the game, you must take control. You must complete missions to get attention. And then once the game's over, it becomes a movie. And everyone in this movie, whether you see on the news or television shows or whatever event's going on, they are the main characters. And we are just the audience watching that going on. And if you want to be part of that movie, get in the next game. Make some deals. Have some connections. Do something that gets people's attention, and so on. That's what I've learned.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's a good lesson to learn. Pretty much what I learned is, well, no matter how sorry, no matter how much you think you can trust a person or you think you can trust the media, you shouldn't trust it. You pretty much
Exactly.
can't you pretty much don't know who you can trust and who you can't trust.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like pretty much, yeah, this year, but for the most part, I'll be honest, I really did enjoy this year because it was not only a year of reflection, but it was a year of just learning a lot. because it went from it went from us learning about how men and women are to just learning about the world.
Oh
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, it went from us just learning about that, learning about the left, the right, and how people are brainwashed, to just just learning about what really happens in the world, and pretty much taking the repercussions to prepare what's to come next. Because ultimately, every year every year has been a year where something has happened, whether it be good or bad, or they make it good, or they at least make it sound good, but it's really bad.
Oh
ultimately,
yeah.
ultimately, yeah. I mean, you know, it's just a year of you got to prepare because you don't really know what's gonna come next, and in 2030 especially, that's when it's really gonna get um exciting, I guess. But I wouldn't really say exciting, but I would say I would say more concerning, but exciting in a way.
Yes, exciting yet scary. Scary
Exactly.
exciting.
Speaking of which, what did you find out, or what do you believe is going to happen in 2030?
Um, Glad you mentioned that. I have actually sent something in the chat just before we started recording. This guy gives like predictions on what's gonna happen in 2024.
Oh yeah. So I see it. I see it now. Okay. Huh. What did he? So what did he say?
So at the start, he says that in the British royal family, there's going to be some kind of a controversy, which honestly don't going to be that surprising because who can't who doesn't hear about them if you're not from the Commonwealth or Anglophone country or anywhere really? They're everywhere. Honestly, that's crazy.
That's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, I have to say that's true, man. Did he say something about Elon Musk too?
Yeah, he says that Elon Musk is going to sell Twitter or X, whatever people like to call it.
Wow. Wait. So he's gonna sell Twitter X, whatever you want to call it.
Allegedly,
Wow.
yeah.
To who, bro?
I have no
Who's
idea.
who's he gonna sell it to?
Maybe the WEF buddies?
Most likely. I can definitely see that happening. Him selling it to the WEF. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I really wouldn't. I,
Yeah.
it's people, people like Andrew, people boast about how Elon is freedom of speech, yada yada yada. But in reality, it's bro, it's Twitter's not that free. Let's
Mm-hmm.
be honest. There's certain things you can say, there's certain things you can't say. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth.
It is what it is.
It really is what it is, man. You don't really know who you can trust, whether they're celebrities, whether they're just regular people. You don't really know who you can trust.
Or maybe the users could be bots, and you just won't know.
What'd you say?
Maybe some of the users could be robots, pretending to be actual users.
That, that's true. That is that's true, man. Like they really could be robots pretending to be actual users, or they could literally just be people pretending to be actual users who are actually spying on us. Either way, you really don't know what to expect,
Yeah, of course.
and it's unfortunate, but it's the truth. You just don't really know what you can expect or what to do, and
Yeah.
um, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. I'll be honest. All you can really do as a person is just prepare it. Is just prepare it in the best way you can possibly prepare. Is there any repercussion? Is there any preparations you're taking, Jame?
Well, if you haven't noticed already, I'm just waiting for this, project to relaunch and see where it goes from there. And whatever comes from it, I'll reinvest it heavily in preparation.
True. I think Rich said he was gonna get. Is there? Why is a man? Not. Yeah. No. I'm getting off topic. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I just saw something on Twitter. But yeah. I think Rich said he was gonna stock up on some food or something.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. That's fair because it's like, if you're really gonna be unable to buy stuff, unless you do these certain things, yeah, it's best to stock up on some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for the most part, it's I can't necessarily say what's coming next, man, but everything. All I know is you gotta just prepare for the worst at all times. Because here's the thing: the time of it being easy, of it being okay, you can kind of float around it a bit because not much is happening. The time for that being is over, man. Like you really got to choose whether if you want to comply or whether if you want to rebel. And and in this case, to them we're rebelling, but in reality it's we actually no, yeah, to them we're just rebelling. Whether if you want to sell your soul, get the shot, get the booster, get whatever you need to get in your arm in order to buy stuff, sell stuff, and all that good jazz.
Yes.
But for the most part, it's all about preparation. Each year you have to prepare.
Oh yeah. Every time.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure there are people who are way older than us who are preparing for a day like this or preparing for years like this to come. I don't know, man. But it's I don't even know if we can trust. I'll be honest. You just got to prepare. That's it.
Oh yeah.
And I don't really know if we can trust people like Trump, Alex Jones, or nothing like that. But they seem well to most people they seem like they're our only hope.
Yeah. There's as good of a get.
Yeah, but it's like Riss said, they might end up like Judah, where they say that they're the good guy, but they just end up betraying us.
Yes. Now that would be quite a movie.
It would. Life is literally a movie. It's you got to choose your part. You got to choose whether if you want to be a background character or just got to choose whether if you want to be in the background or be in the front, center. If you're a back,
Yo,
if you're, huh?
or just stand there.
Pretty much. Yeah, if you're a background character, you can kind of do whatever you want, but at the same time, you're still going to be watched. You just have to, you know, finesse it in a way. If you're the main character, you have to do certain things in order to get by in life, sell your soul, go to the island, and yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
You know what I heard a couple days ago.
What?
The genius Stephen Hawking's.
Oh yeah, Stephen Hawking. I remember him.
I heard he was on Epstein's island.
Really?
Yeah.
How on earth is that possible?
Um, I'll be honest. I saw a comment. This hold on. Let me see if I can find it actually. it was kind of sad. I laughed at it a bit, but it was kind of sad. She said something how like yes, he was on that island unfortunately, but unfortunately that's also how he was able to get some. And I'm like, bro, that's not funny. That is terrible.
That's
But
awful.
yeah, that's awful. But that is awful. But it's the truth though about him, like possibly getting like being able to like it's terrible. It's terrible. But yeah, no, it says. Do you think Stephen Hawking is on the list? Yeah, no, Stephen Hawking is on the list. And yeah, oh yeah, I found the post. This lady said yes, he actually is. She shared a picture of him on the island, and she shared a picture of him on the island, and another lady said yes, he was a scientist, and Epstein had some crazy experiments, and sadly, how else would he get any? And I'm like, yikes. That yeah, no, but like pretty much, you really think was Epstein part of like the experiments that like he did, like did he play a part in like aiding Epstein?
What isn't he involved in? That's the better question.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, no,
You hear him everywhere. You just don't know what could be next.
that's true. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of sad looking at a picture of him because he's in a wheelchair. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, he was on the island, so he's on the
Yeah.
list. He's
He's on the
dead.
list. He's on the list.
He's dead now. It doesn't really do us any good.
Yeah.
So
Got out of that one, I guess.
true. But anything else?
Well, there is a lot more, of course.
Before we get into anything,
Yes.
how is how's Faith? Where's she at?
Hmm. I assume she's continuing with her own passion. Good for her, I guess.
Okay.
She could do whatever she likes as long as
True.
she's happy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, what else do we have?
2030. It's still stuck in my mind because even though it's a big year for everything, looking back at what else I just said many times again about the frog experiments, what if they're just putting things slowly and we're not even realizing it?
That's true. Like man, like they're probably doing a lot of things that we don't realize. You know, it's unfortunate, but it's the truth. It's like you really gotta, bro. I'll be honest. I would love to live in. I would love to like just live in ignorance and be optimistic and say, yeah, everything is gonna be fine. But unfortunately, I cannot do that because I found out too much. I know too much now.
We all do. We all
Yeah,
know too much.
we all know, especially Risk.
Yes, Risk knows way too much.
It's like as soon as we did this, it's like Risk didn't stop doing it at all. It's like he just kept searching and searching. And I'm like, golly, man, you're more red pilled than me. And I'm the
Yes.
and I'm the one who red pill raged first.
You brought him into this, and he's now more red pilled than he ever was before.
I
Even
know,
us.
I know, I know. It all started with male and female dynamics. Then I don't even know how we got here. I really
Wow.
don't know. I really don't know how we got here, bro. It all started with male and female dynamics. Then we just came. It just came to this.
Yeah. Madness.
Like, how do we go from that to this? Certain
Well,
people, certain people just like stay in one place and just talk about that. Well, we talked about pretty much everything.
yes. And now, now the question we're asking is, what don't we talk about often, and what we don't know about?
There's probably still a good amount that we don't know about.
Yeah. Only time will tell.
That's true. Only time will tell. Because we can't tell it, but time will.
Exactly. And it's a long time I've said this. Uh, ever since the last time I discussed about language updates, trying to learn different languages so we can communicate with the rest of the world. I'm still pretty consistent and well motivated to do so.
What'd you say?
Since the last time I asked about language updates, like learning languages so that we can communicate and spread the message around to the world, I progressed and been very, very motivated and disciplined to do so.
Oh, really? Well, what languages did you learn?
Well, I'm currently learning French right now, but I'm also learning Spanish, Portuguese, German, Chinese, although that's a bit slow. Also Arabic too, and Turkish, Polish, apparently. Did I say Turkish?
You
I
know,
think I did. Yeah.
I'll be honest. Spanish, I could probably get, but like anything else like Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Arabic, I don't know how anyone can read that.
Yeah, neither can I. But
I,
getting the hang of it somehow. So I'll take it. A win's a win.
true. But yeah, it's like I really don't know how anyone can read any of that stuff. Even Hebrew. I would like to learn it, and I'll be honest. I feel like if I learned it, I wouldn't even know what I'm saying. I wouldn't even know what I'm saying myself.
Yeah,
But but yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good to hear.
yeah.
Is there or
Gotta
female
take,
reference and our
take.
camera guys are perverts?
Mm.
So, sorry. I was reading something.
Oh, okay.
uh, sorry. All right,
It's cool.
but anyways, yeah, for the most part, I think this has been a pretty good year.
Yes, and I think next year is going to be a lot more exciting. I mean, if we've managed to get through the last 4 years of this decade, what's the worst that could happen?
What'd you say?
If we manage to get through the last 4 years this decade, what's the worst that could happen in 2024?
That's true. That is true. I don't. I would hope it wasn't. It won't get any worse. I really hope
I
it doesn't.
doubt it.
I really
I
hope it
honestly
doesn't.
doubt it.
I mean, it's probably gonna be bad, but it's probably not gonna get even worse.
Exactly.
So yeah, like for the most part, it's like I'm just grateful, and as long as we can still get food, then fine. But it is what it is at the end of the day.
And we're still alive.
That's true. That's true. We are still alive. We could have be taking our last breath either today or tomorrow, but it's the very fact that we're still alive that's important.
Yeah. Sweet. Have you heard about fluoride?
Yes, I have. It is in our water, and it's turning our frogs gay.
Every time I hear that, it's still catching me off guard. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
It's so absurd, but yeah, as many people keep saying time and time again, it actually becomes true. And that's what a lot of politicians do to get their message out. You say enough times, it becomes true. Logic.
Oh, wait, like what? That it turns our frogs gay?
Well, yes, but what I'm saying is, there's this trick that politicians use, and I've seen this on a show. If you say something time and time and time again, theoretically, it becomes true. You don't need evidence. Just say enough times, and people actually believe it. I mean, how do you think people have views on Trump or any leaders around the world that have controversies linked to them and news articles being reported about them?
That's true. That is true. Yeah, like that's a good point actually. And ah, man, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, you just gotta. I mean, but like what do you know? What is there any like new information that you know about fluoride?
Hmm, not sure to be honest. Well, other than what I just sent, like 69 reasons to oppose adding fluoride to water. There's not much else to it.
Yeah, it's like
I've
I avoid drinking like sink water. I just get bottles of water, even though that's probably not good either. It's the best I can do right now.
Fair enough, yes.
It's, but I'll be honest though, I have been thinking, and I honestly want to get a living, like a home that I can drive. Like
Oh,
like a huh?
yeah.
Honestly, because here's the thing. I know what's gonna happen in the future. You know what's gonna happen in the future. Riss
Yeah.
knows what's gonna happen in the future. I'm pretty sure a bunch of people knows what's gonna happen in the future. So, just in case things go bad, I would like a driving home. Like I would like to have a home on wheels. That can fit. That can fit my family, obviously.
Indeed.
Yeah. Or I'll be honest, it can just be a trailer that I drive. But I'll see what I can find and see if it's big enough or not.
Yeah.
But I should get my license first. I'm gonna think about that.
Of course.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like I have a plan, but I really don't have a plan. I mean, I have somewhat of a plan, but I can't put anything in place you know, until I get specific things.
Of course.
And in life. And so therefore I'm gonna be stuck. I'm gonna be stuck doing what I'm always doing.
Of course. But there is hope. Someday we will reach to the top, and we can just enjoy the rest of our lives just chilling.
Yeah, we will reach to the top eventually. And if we die doing it, then so be it.
Yes.
At least you'll know that you did something honorable, memorable,
Yes.
and you'll be remembered fondly for it.
I like that.
For the most part. I mean, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, um, Michael Jackson,
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson.
Dr. Sebi, and I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of other names too, but those are just the names that came to mind.
Sweet.
Yeah, that who have done something memorable and who have done something honorable. That you can remember. Shoot, I would say yay, but he's still alive. He's pretty much saying the same thing that Michael Jackson was saying, and it turns out they did call Michael Jackson anti-Semitic. They did, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't think they did. I didn't think they did at first, but they actually did. It's there's phone calls about there's oh yeah, there's this page. He showed a video of Michael Jackson saying how yeah it was the big J's who pretty much about he was pretty much saying he didn't sound crazy saying it, but he did say he feared for his life because they knew they were going to kill him.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean pretty sure any person would fear for their lives because
It's
they
the
don't want
government.
exactly. I just wonder why aren't they going after Yay? Not that I want them to, but I don't. Yeah, I don't want them
Maybe the
to.
time isn't right yet.
Maybe, maybe. I mean, he has kids, so they're probably gonna be saying the same things too as him. I would predict that his daughter would be the one saying all this stuff.
And also, even if something did happen to Ye, I think his children would start to question things about him and why you're acting like this, what's going on with you, something like that. So of course they're not going to do it right away because of course at such a young age for his children, they'll be curious and be questioning about what's going on. Of course, which I don't blame them. It's good to be curious, but you can never be too careful these days.
True. I'll be honest. I see Michael Jackson's kids. Do they ever wonder how he died? If he did die.
Hmm.
But let's just say, for the sake of this conversation, that he did die. Do
Yeah,
they ever wonder?
they would have to. They would, yeah.
They probably they probably did. They probably do wonder stuff. They're probably just not one of those people who are saying it out loud.
Yeah.
I don't really blame them.
And of course, even if they do know, they would keep it under wraps, mainly for their own safety.
Yeah, that's true. What is this? I think his kids are in their 20s. So, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, no, they're definitely in their 20s. Like, for the
Or
most part.
30s. It's possible.
I think the last time I checked, they were in their 20s. I think Michael Jackson has like 2 sons, 1 daughter. I actually don't know how many kids he has. I only know of 3.
Okay.
One being his daughter, and 2 being his sons. Well, Hold on just a minute.
All right.
Come in. Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's cool.
I would have paused that if I could. But
It's cool.
yeah, what was I saying before?
Shoot. I don't even know anymore.
Honestly, me neither. I think we were talking about Michael Jackson or something.
Oh, yes, Michael Jackson.
Oh, right. Anyways, yeah, probably just for the sake. They would just be quiet for their safety. They pretty much conclude. Yeah, pretty much conclusion to that. Stay quiet for their safety.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see who else died. Who else died? Just for the sake of being telling the truth. John F. Kennedy. We all know.
Oh, yeah, I thought the same thing.
Yeah, we all know. We all know what happened.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, pretty much.
So sad.
Yeah, it really is sad, man. It's like, for the most part. And got you. Sorry, anyways. I was gonna say, yeah, it's like, we Robert Kennedy. At first, I don't know. I trusted him, but I'm not really 100% sure anymore about Robert Kennedy. I think he's still a good candidate, except like, I don't really know whose side he's on at this point. I thought he wasn't in. He's in it. I thought he was an independent, but like, I don't know what side he's on. And I don't really know if there's any other candidates that I'm not aware of or not. But for the most part, you got Robert, you got Donald Trump, you got Biden, and who else? Is it just those 3?
Seems so, yeah. Can't think of anyone else besides those 3.
Honestly, me neither, bro. But like for the most part, I'm not gonna put all my faith in Trump, but he's the only
He's
hope
good
for.
enough.
He's good enough. Yeah, he. Oh shoot, she left the group.
Oh, yeah, I thought you'd noticed by now, but I guess I stood
I
corrected.
I just now noticed.
Dang.
Oh, well, that's sad.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. You remember? You, that reminds me. You remember there were times when we were trying to find people to recruit, but it was so difficult.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days.
That was terrible. I mean, it was funny, but it was also not good either.
Yeah, it's not as good as we thought. But hey, a lot of good things came out of it. Like we got this one guy that was a content creator. We knew from this one platform that no longer exists, and now we're working with him to bring it back. So
True.
that's certainly an upside.
Yeah, that's true. For the most part, I'll be honest. At one point, I think I almost put all my faith in that, but then I was like, I knew how long it was gonna take, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna put all my faith in that yet. But I'm not gonna put all my hope in that yet. Like for that to potentially be a career path. So yeah,
Yeah,
because it's taken us a while, but I think we'll definitely get it done.
yeah. Patience is always the key.
Yeah, that's true. So I think he is opening an actual store. So congratulations to him. And
Fantastic.
yeah, so like that's great. I mean, like he's actually gonna be making money, so that's good.
Yeah, it's nice to see he's doing well for himself. And
True.
for us, eventually, as we'll work with him at some point once we get this up and running.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're definitely gonna get it up and running eventually, but like for the most part, patience is key. That's all he can
Oh
do.
yeah,
Be patient.
yeah.
Yeah, but for the most part, yeah. Oh man, I'll be honest. I kind of still do want to get another person on the team eventually.
Yeah.
Who thinks like us? Who pretty much a person who thinks just like us. Whether it be a girl, whether it be a girl or a boy, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think it would be very beneficial for us. Like, but for now it's just well, technically it's just the three of us.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely just the three of us now because Faith or Frankie left.
We will always remember you, Frankie.
We will. We
Yes.
definitely. But yeah, what's crazy? She probably knows what we know too, except probably just ignoring it.
Yeah. That's the worst thing that could ever happen to anyone. They
Yeah,
know, but denies it.
I mean,
It's just
I can
awful.
see. Yeah, it's awful, but I can definitely see why. It's like
Yeah.
no one wants to like live on edge, but at the same time, you have to.
It's better to know now than later.
It is because, like, bro, it's like you're gonna have to do certain things that you may not agree with, but you have to do it because it's like it's the law.
It
It's like
is the law.
the law.
Sweet.
But for the most part, this has been a very eventful year.
And so much more yet to come.
Pretty much, for the most part. And yeah. I'll be honest. What are we calling ourselves?
Well,
I know we're not Team Sketch anymore. What are we calling ourselves?
something about unblocked. That's the last time I remember.
I'll be honest. Maybe we should come up with something else.
Yeah. I don't know, so how we stuck with that for so long. I
I'll
just
be
forgot
honest.
about it.
Huh. I had something a couple weeks ago, but I forgot.
Dang.
I was gonna suggest it too. I guess we can just call ourselves the Unblocked Media.
Yeah.
I guess so. But like for the most part, life is. I can't say it's good, but it's not bad either.
It's unusual.
That's the word. Unusual. Life is very unusual. It's filled with surprises. Surprises you either expect or surprises you don't expect. And you just have to live it any way you possibly can. Whether if you're, doing whatever you want, making, like, putting all of your faith in money, currency. Because here's the thing. Sometimes I think to myself, it's like, bro, it's fine to make money, but I know what's going to happen to this money in a couple years. So really, what's the point?
And also, once you earn so much money, it will never be enough for you. You
Yeah,
always gonna want more, and more and more and more, and so on and so forth.
yeah, it's like, you're always going to want more. It's just an addiction that you'll never be able to shake for the most part, because ultimately, yeah, it's like, your greed is going to keep going up and up and up and up and up and up and up, up and up and up, up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
your greed is gonna just like keep increasing to the point where you're gonna get lost either way, and there's really nothing you could really do about it. I mean, you could try and use astrology, zodiac signs, or whatever you got,
The mystic stuff.
huh?
The mystic stuff.
Yeah, and it'll fill the void for a little bit, but it won't fill the void that you have. It won't fill the emptiness that you have. I mean, yeah, it's like having money is good though, but
You can't be too greedy for money.
yeah, you can't. You really can't. Cause I'll be honest, man. It's like, look, I don't even care. Uh, I really don't. I mean, I care, but it's like I don't care. I just want to live a simple life. If I come to prominence in some way, shape, or form, then fine. But it is what it is.
Oh yeah.
But me personally, I'm trying to be more content with my life and with how I lived it. Knowing if I died tomorrow, I'll go somewhere better.
Oh yeah.
But, for the most part, 2024 is in a day. Well, for me. I don't know if it's in a day for you.
It's just in a few hours for me.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.
3 hours and 30 minutes from now.
Oh wow. Yeah. Like it's like 3:30 right now here. So yeah, and like yeah, there's still a little bit until like 2024 officially starts. But yeah, for the most part, I'm happy and content. And there are times when yeah, I don't really want to do certain things, but for the most part I'm just grateful. And what are you grateful for?
Well, I'm grateful for the journey we've been on, and I'm also grateful that I realize that not things are exactly they want to be. And it's also okay to be true to yourself, even if people don't resonate with your views. Because
Sure.
eventually, at some point, they will know, and they have to understand this is how life is.
Yeah, like definitely you should be true to yourself until the very end, even when people don't resonate with you. And
Yes.
yeah, that's all I can really say. For the most part, um, whether if we do something in 2044 or not, this has been a very great journey,
And there's so much more.
pretty much. But I'll be honest, if we don't do anything in 2044, I would expect something to happen in 2050 then.
Same, honestly.
I would expect us to do something in 2050 than 2040, 2050 than 2044,
Oh yeah.
or at least 2047. Something, anything.
It's going to be a journey, but we'll get there eventually.
We will. We definitely will. But should we call it an episode?
Uh, let's just drag it out a few more minutes.
All right, that's cool. What else is there?
Uh, go send some couple more. Oh, here's one. Mal.
Mal.
Yeah, replying to Ash, Taylor's version. Want to take a guess who that could be?
Wait, what'd you say?
Want to take a guess who that could be?
You said Al.
No, the person that made the video is Mal, but replying to a comment made by Ash, Taylor's version. That's the full username.
Yeah, I'm clueless. Who is that?
I don't know.
I thought you knew who that was.
I don't.
Oh, huh. Gideon made a video that said I messed up, and I'm sorry. I'll watch that later, man. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I'll be honest. I've been watching Gideon a lot, man. Ever since he became a Christian, I've really just been watching him even like more and more.
Yeah.
And Gideon is definitely growing. He's definitely he's not the same person he was a couple months back. And I gotta say, man, I don't know him, but I'm proud of him.
Yeah. As I see, he is making developments in himself.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, for the most part. And some guy, I heard a music artist named Daddy Yankee, gave his life to Christ too, because apparently the verse said, "What good does it profit a man to gain the entire world but to lose his soul?" And yeah, pretty much it just means if you're rich, you won't be able to make it into the kingdom. So yeah, if you're rich, because rich people are just pride. Rich people are prideful. I would say reasonably so, because they accomplished everything, and they did so much. It's how could you not be prideful in yourself? I'm not condoning it, but I am saying can you can't really blame them in a way. Yeah, but for the most part, I'm just happy for the people who are truly finding themselves. And yeah, it's like for the most part, I do believe that I'm starting to believe that there's an elect group of people who like find themselves in Christ, and an elect group of people who won't. I'm honestly starting to believe that
Me too.
because, like, I don't know, you can tell anyone, but they still won't get it. But there is benefit to telling people because they might be one of God's people, true people, and you just gotta allow them, help them find themselves.
Yeah. And even they don't get it on the first try, and it's okay, not everyone gets right on the first try. At some point, something's gonna click into them, right, and realize, dang, I never realized this before.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
eventually, the perspective starts to widen a bit more and gets much more. I'm not sure how to put it, but I get a, a better, wider, more substantial understanding about the society that we live in.
That's true. I'm not gonna lie. Certain jobs is like I used to want to do, but I don't want to do them anymore. Not because I don't want to, but it's because I just know that we have AI now, and they can easily replace my voice at any given point.
Yes, AI, and I'll say this again, no matter how many times I say it, AI should not replace human workers. They should only be used as either a substitute or as a training model to better human workers. Because, of course, as it's going to be much more competitive, it's important that there's going to be people that has a purpose in life. They can't just sit at home all day because what else, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No one can literally just sit at home all day. Not even me, and I enjoy it.
Honestly, me too.
Trust me. If I was able to find something I can do at home, I would have. But
Yeah,
at the same time, I got to go out and do something, right?
yes. It's all worthwhile eventually.
I'm not gonna lie. Unrelated, but it's kind of funny.
What?
Why do girls on Instagram look for look for reasons? There's some girls who just show off, just because I want to. But there's some girls who just make up something and use that as an excuse to show off. It's like, why don't you just be honest? I realize that made no sense.
I kind of understand it at some point somehow. Like
Let me try to
women women
let me
make up something as an excuse to not do certain things just to take the easy way out.
Oh no, I was gonna say as far as them showing skin, some women make excuses to just show off their body without being honest and saying, oh yeah, doing this. And some women just do it because they want to do it. And those women, honestly, are I somewhat respect the women who are at least honest. I don't have to respect what they're doing, but they're at least honest about it.
Yeah, I'd say the same. The
Yeah,
fact they're honest is honestly good enough at the stance we're at.
yeah, pretty much. I'll be honest. Also, unrelated to I actually know it's somewhat related. For some odd reason, when I know that a person is a sex worker, whether if they're a man or a woman, I can't take what they're saying seriously anymore. I don't know why. It's probably because of the profession, but I just whenever you say something, I just can't take it seriously anymore. Or at least I know it's serious, and I think about it, but I'm like, why are you saying this? You're a sex worker. Why do you care? Like, you make money getting nude. So it's like, as a human, yeah, they deserve respect, but at the same time, their professions are just not respectable. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
But also,
as humans, they clearly deserve respect.
yes.
It's just a profession that kind of throws me off.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in a society where everything's all came to crap. There has to be at least one person that is setting an example. Someone that's contributing for the better half, for the best, or at least trying to make society much better than it already is right now. Because honestly, we need it. We can't take this bullshit anymore.
We
There has to be someone that has to make better off of what they're doing
we do.
and the world we live in.
We do. And you know what we also need to do? We need to ban Pornhub, X videos. We need to ban all the porn sites, man. Cause I think in Salt Lake City, or sorry, in either Salt Lake City, yeah, I think in Salt Lake City or somewhere. Um Dang, what's it called? Dang, it's where like missionaries from the Mormon church are from.
You mean the state of Utah?
Yes, Utah. Thank you. The state of
Yes.
Utah. I think they banned Pornhub from there, and I'm like, good.
Oh, good for them. That's a win.
Yeah, I think Utah is a very religious place. That's why. So like I'm like, good. I'm glad they banned it.
Yes, glad they're sticking to their values.
Exactly. Yeah. I was saying Salt Lake City. Well, the state of Utah in general. The state of Utah. Yeah, but yeah, Utah. My mom wants to visit Utah, and I'm like, yeah, I would visit it too. For the most part, it seems like a great place to go. Plus, it's where most of the people, when I was going to the Mormon church, are from, and I'm like, huh, you know, they're great people. So I would like to visit there someday.
Yes.
But yeah, for the most part, yeah, and one time I was watching this documentary because this documentary of these killers because I think this was months ago because I was bored. Like I just wanted something to eat. I just wanted something to watch while I eat. So I would click on those at times. And there was this one time in this video. I don't even know why I still remember it. I just do. Where masturbation was illegal at one point. And I'm like, you know what? I can see why it was illegal at one point. I forgot what country it was in, but I know it was illegal at one point in that country. That's probably the early 1800s or something. I don't know. Or early 1900s. I can't remember. But all I know is in this country, it said masturbation was illegal, and this psycho killer kid got arrested for it. And yeah, I'll be honest, it's kind of, I mean, that's kind of it's kind of going overboard, but I get it, but for the most part, now pretty much where I'm getting at is that should not be a thing. Pretty much masturbation should be a thing because it ruins, it makes men feel, it makes anyone who does it feel slow, feel just awful at the end, at the end of it. Or at least it made me feel that way. But for the most part, it's you get a rush when you do it. You get a rush, but then when you're done, it's bro, it's why did I do this? What was the point of this? It's this. I was looking at this girl, this girl I did to this girl. It's pretty much the point is you feel ashamed of it. You feel ashamed after you do it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. That's pretty much it for now.
until the new year, or unless this is released into the new year, then enjoy the rest of it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was making no sense half the time. I was just trying to fill in the time. I really just didn't know what else to talk about.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'd say the same.
Yeah, that's just why I wish Risk was here, because because he could talk. He can talk for hours. I don't know how, but
Yes. He's got loads of things to say.
exactly. It's that. It's yeah. I don't know how Risk can do it. He just can.
Yeah, it must be that he's been taking way too many red pills in recent days.
Yeah, he's been taking way too many red pills. But speaking of which, maybe I should ask him about Faith.
Or Frankie, whatever.
Yeah, Faith, Frankie, whatever her name is.
Whatever rocks the boat.
Yeah, whatever. As the kids used to say, tickles her fancy.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, no one says that. All right. Anyways, yeah. This is it. All right. So, I guess there's only one thing to say.
Yes.
Jame, I'll talk to you next year.
Me too.
All right. In your case, it's going to be in 3 hours.
I guess so. But even 3 hours, I'll see you next year.
Yeah. See you next year. All right.
See you next year. Cheerio.
Peace.